Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Command Deadeye. Mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Psyphreak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Commando. Commando chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroad, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your...
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around, eventually.
But what comes around...
In your nature...
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Stop pounding that one. Close encounter. Looks like you got this. The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. The deep cut. Slash. Better hold on to that. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-room that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. The sound... It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. It's coming from behind that door. Quite a shock to the system. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. Let's try that again. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Right in the face. Slice and dice. Shot through. Now that's a flesh wound. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack. Had it not been for the asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders... You're such a good child, so you... He understands why you... The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked. You found one. You should be proud. They don't... The Nono's key energy is just what the... Only time will tell. At least... You'll need to support the tree for a long time. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but ask... You handle that net like you've... One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough. But today... Now that you've seen the... From this day... One day... He says you'd better hurry back to the... He lost you there for a while. But no memory is alone. It's... He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree up. The tree started to die when the end of days began. The genetic evolution that... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of... The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your... He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your... He's grateful for that.
Ah! That's a spark of a...
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make the myriad. Regardless of who you choose, it will... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date says some... He believes the tribe Sifu's Myriad... Out-of-Date will be... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fault. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says they're cautious of... Says everyone wants to see the Sifu. You're in luck, though, as his schedule just opened up.
Zata is the muito tloho. Kariesne zdatse. Paro, ya put
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni for... The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossed the wall. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. Your Muma in Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Says there is some darkness in the best of them. He wasn't sure the Sifu was... Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to... He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Even if you see the world differently, tells you not to be afraid. Once you've conquered the rival's outposts, seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul. Anyway, you'll pass... Asks if you're interested in shining bright alongside the myriad someday. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a... As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you... Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Goop says some choose to be He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Knowing how to swim won't solve life's hard problems. He says that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling... But you need... Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. You know you can't make up for lost time. You should... She'll see you at the village square. She says that... Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some... He wonders what usefulness you found. He says he can work wonders. That's the spirit. He'd love to teach you. You did well, but he can't help. He believes being... He's looking forward. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Antoro.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on... Then she wants you to grow. That's all she's... You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. That makes him wonder why you were here looking for it. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She... It's time. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He... He's curious to see what... He says... The style might... You should take it with you. He's look...
Asana yotutupu.
Your Muma says it's a...
Asilnatu. Asilnatu.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud.
Kanamunt.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Yo no massa manbarut.
You should go see. Catchy.
Yo no massa manbarut.
Your Muma...
Volakamunum rutna.
A piece of...
Arialoche nui mumera.
It's called an...
Volakamunum rutna.
Your luck.
Kalino?
Your Muma says you...
Kensib.
Says a good rest. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Loopa Loopin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Kensib. Kamonin.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Amun.
Your Muma says,
Kanamunta.
whatever happens, here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hog. Better watch out. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulked from the loose. Wow. Dead. Good for whatever ails you. Tap hard. You're fading. They've received new... A group... You should hurry... Look, an emergency box from... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. The hours fly by in the dark. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Down to half your health. Great shot. Oh, wow. That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. The Toxanol Corporation. Toxanol? Them... The woods are where you should be most at peace. It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place. That's a Myriad tribe outpost. The Vespidut outpost, long-time home of the Myriad tribe. Says you need to hit the... They're eager to start the takeover now. Here's the first line of defense. It's a bomb locker. That hit the spot. Wrecked it. Give those twirly wheels a turn. That wasn't the right way. Yes, the river tub's going down the drain. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. Says they've been treated fair. Grateful that you're willing to... A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it glow. Not too close, though. Kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Yep. Put.
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost.
Monavochni dlohoni.
Out of Date says he's doing his... That's the sound of impending doom. He said Goop is working on making his goo glide strong enough to break the waves out to the World Eater.